This is Hey Soul Sister by Train. You may notice I have a capo right here on the 5th fret, so you want to put a capo. The verse and also the intro. Let's go over the chords here. The first chord we're going to use is an E, not the E that you may know in the open tuning, but a different E. Where we're going to finger this one is first finger 7th fret, 1st string, open 2nd string, and third finger 9th fret, 3rd string. Just those 3 strings. From there we're going to go to a B, which is your index finger barring the 7th fret, 1st and 2nd strings, 2nd finger on 8th fret of 3rd string, and 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the 4th string. Next move, we're just going to kind of slide this up and take our 2nd finger off. So the move's going to look like this. This is a C sharp minor. Now our index finger is barring all 3 of these strings, and our 3rd finger is on the 11th fret of the 4th string. Should sound like that. And our last chord is an A chord, and what we're doing here is index finger 6th fret of 3rd string and 2nd finger on the 7th fret of the 4th string. Should sound like that. So that's our sequence. We have E, B, C sharp minor, A. And he does that in the intro. When he does the verse, he does this one time through. And the second time through, he goes E, B, C sharp minor, A, and then back to B for a transition. And what I'm going to do here is kind of just speak the words, because I'm not so good of a singer when it comes to this range, as I play the chords so that you can see how they fit in with the music. So it's like, your lipstick stains on the front lobe of my left side brains. I knew I wouldn't forget you, and so I went and let you blow my mind. There's our transition. Your sweet moonbeam, the smell of you in every single dream I dream. I knew when we collided, you're the one I have decided, who's one of my kind. Here's our transition. And then he goes into the chorus. Hey, soul sister, after that. Now the strum to this is a simple down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Hey, hey, hey. So that's how the strum fits in. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. So there we go. There's our intro and verse. Let's move along to the chorus. This is the chorus to Hey Soul Sister. This features a new chord and also a different strum than we saw in the verse and intro. So there it is. The whole thing starts on an A suspended 2nd chord, which is similar to the A chord we saw in the intro, except here we're going to add our 3rd finger in here on the 7th fret of the 1st string. So we're going to have 1, 2, and 3. First on 6th fret of 3rd string, and 2nd on 7th fret of 4th string, and we just strum those 4 strings. From there we go to B, then a quick E, B, and then back to the A suspended 2nd, and that's kind of our pattern. B, E, B, A. And he does that 3 times, and then the whole thing ends on B. And I'll kind of mumble the words here with the chords so that you can see how it all fits together. It would be like this. Hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, I ain't gonna miss a single thing you do tonight. And then it goes back into the verse. Now the strum of this is a little bit different. Here we're just going to do a down up strum like this. So I'm doing a real quick down up and then I'm muting it right here with the heel of my hand. So we have this. And that's going to be our strum to the chorus. And we're also going to use that strum in the end as well, which I'll also go over with you. It's really similar to the chorus with a couple different twists. So anyway, there's the chorus, and let's move along to the next part of the song. Okay, here's our bridge to Hey Soul Sister. What we're looking at here is the same chords, just in a different order. I'll play it along with the music so you can get a look at it, and then we'll go over it chord by chord, and I'll also mumble the lyrics too. So we're starting on the E. I'll give you the sequence of chords here first before I go and mumble the lyrics, just so you can write them down or whatever you want to do to help remember them. We're going to go E, B, back to E, to A suspended second, to E, to B, back to E. Now only one strum of each of these, A, B. And the way the words fit into this, the best that I can mumble them, looks like this. The way you can cut a rug, watch and use the only drug I need. So gangster, I'm so thug, you're the only one I'm dreaming of. You see, I can be myself now finally. In fact, there's nothing I can't be. I want the world to see you being with me. So that's how all that fits together, and then you throw in the strum. The way you can cut a rug, watching you the only drug I need. So gangster, I'm so thug, you're the only one I'm dreaming of. You see, I can be myself now finally. In fact, there's nothing I can't be. I want the world to see you being with me. Hey, that wasn't bad for a guy who just has to mumble the words along with the beat. So that should give you a pretty clear indication of how this whole thing fits together in the bridge. Let's move along to the end. Alright, this is the end of Hey Soul Sister. I'm going to play it along with the music for you, and then we'll go over it note for note. You'll find this is pretty similar to the chorus until we get to the end. And I'm going to play it right through to the end of the song. He actually repeats the verse pattern a couple times before they wrap it up. Here, how this whole thing works is it comes in with the heavy part. Ain't fair, you know. Before that, there's no guitars. He says, hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. And then it goes back into something similar to what we saw in the chorus. Hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. Same thing as we saw earlier. A, B, E, B. Played a little more quickly, twice as fast. And that's going to be our pattern. We're going to do that 3 times. Last time we go A to B, and then back to the verse pattern. Oh, hey, hey, transition tonight. Hey, hey, tonight. So if I were to mumble this whole thing along with the chords, it would look like this. He'd have no guitar where he goes, "Hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. thing the thing you say. Hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, tonight. Hey, 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 tonight." So that's how the end of the song works out. I'm going to go ahead and play along with the entire song at some point in the lesson after I cover the electric guitars, so that you can see how all these parts fit together. I know there's quite a few of them, and they are all a little bit similar, so that it can be a bit confusing to work them all out one by one. But I think when you've seen them all played together, it'll give you a pretty clear idea of what's going on. So let's go ahead now and work on some electric guitars. Okay, this is the electric guitar part in the first chorus of Hey Soul Sister by Train. I'm going to play it along with the music for you so you can get a look at it, and then we'll go over it note by note. I've got a little bit of effect on my guitar here, some chorus. You can probably hear it. So if you can make your guitar sound like that, you're on the right track. Let's go. There it is. It all starts with an A suspended second chord. It looks like this. I use my third finger and pinky for it because that way we can slide to all the other chords from there. You can also use first and second for it. That's more common when you're playing open chords. But in this case, if we use third finger on second fret of fourth string and pinky on second fret of third string, it's a lot easier to move to our next chord, which is a B suspended chord. And that one is just a power chord shape. First finger, second fret, fifth string, and third and pinky on fourth and third up on the fourth fret. Like this. And from there we move up to the seventh fret, same chord shape. So here's how the lyrics go with this. It'd be like, "Hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio, stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you say tonight." So basically our pattern there is A, suspended, B, this is an E, B, A, B, so it repeats. And it happens 4 times, and then we end it with A, B, and then back to the verse. So there we go, there's our electric guitar for the chorus in Hey Soul Sister. There's also some electric guitar in the second verse of Hey Soul Sister. It all starts on the 7th fret with that effect on our guitar to make it sound a little bit more ambient. This whole thing starts on the 7th fret, moves down to 2nd, then to 4th, and then from there we move down to the A suspended chord here. So again, that pattern is 7th, 2nd, 4th, and then A suspended 2nd. And the second time around they do the same thing. 7, 2nd, 4th, and they throw in this little tag here. A, B. And then the whole thing starts again. So basically that's the second verse electric guitar, and it also happens in the third verse too. So these electric guitar parts I'm showing you happen throughout the whole song. let's move along to the next part of the song. Okay, there's some kind of distorted electric guitar at the end of Hey Soul Sister. I'm going to show you that right now. This riff kind of loops around a little bit. It's similar to what we saw in the chorus with a few variations. So watch my left hand really closely to see what's going on so that you can catch all the twists and turns of it. Chord by chord, the whole thing starts with this little riff here. And that's where he's like, hey soul sister, I don't want to miss another stereo. Boom, boom, boom. And the chords I'm using here are 7th fret, E chord, the same one we saw in the verse and chorus, to a B, which is similar in sound to this one. It's actually the same notes, but here we're playing it on the 7th fret, with our index finger on the 6th string and 3rd and pinky on the 9th fret of the 5th and 4th strings. And then we just take that chord and move it down here to the 5th fret. So that little part of the riff goes. And when he lands on this chord here, that's where the next part of the chorus starts. So it'd be like, hey soul sister, that could be ain't that Mr. on the radio. Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, I don't wanna miss a single thing you say to me. And then the verse starts again with the heavy guitar, and that's exactly as the same thing we saw in the verse with the electric guitar earlier. Now we just have distortion on it. So that's 7, 2, 4. Open, 2, 7, 2, 4, open, 2, and then he ends it on E, but there's no electric guitar there, it's acoustic guitar alone. So anyway, again, that riff is, hey soul sister, ain't that Mr. on the radio. Stereo, the way you move ain't fair, you know. Hey soul sister, I don't wanna miss a thing you say tonight. So that about does it for the song. What we're going to do next is play along with the whole thing so you can see how all the parts fit together.